Doggone it. Allie, you make it seem so simple and casual. What's the secret? Tell me something juicy here. What are you doing that no one else is doing that allows you to have success that no one else is having? Is there someone behind the scenes maybe? Is it a diet? Is there a special drink you drink?
No, definitely not the diet. But I just think, I think our just cross-country and track program is pretty special, and just the people that are on it and the coaches we have, we all work so well together, and I think it can produce a strong team and strong athletes. And I think, honestly, one of the main things that produces success is just enjoying it. And it's okay if you run a slow time, just still enjoy the process, because there's going to be so many other races and so many other opportunities. So you can't be too high in your highs or too low in your lows. You just have to kind of just go along with the journey and have fun with it.
That's actually very profound of you to say. You can't be too high on the highs and too low on the lows. That's wise. Someone tell you that, or did you?
I've heard it from somewhere. I definitely didn't come up with that. I've heard it from somewhere.
Maybe Socrates or something like that. No, that's really interesting. I think that's a testament that just fits so perfectly with how calm you are and how relaxed you seem about the whole thing. You don't seem like you're too worried about, I've got to have success. Your success in track and field and cross country doesn't seem to define you. What does define you? What would you say the biggest aspect of your identity is? Now, this is a loaded question to be asking a 16-year-old, I know, but as I said, I keep forgetting you're only 16. Mm-hmm. But maybe you can still try to take a jab at answering that question.
I'd say dedicated and just putting in the work and waking up and just getting out there on a run or going to basketball practice and just being productive, stuff like that.
What other interests do you have outside of sports, I should say? You know what? Mm-hmm. Sports can really take up the majority of your mental real estate, but is there anything else? I know you mentioned some about a cricket to me. That sounds weird out of context, but what other interests do you have outside of sports?
Yeah, I can explain the cricket a little bit, but I like being crafty and creating t-shirts, and I enjoy graphic design and stuff like that. I took a yearbook class at my school, and we created the yearbook and took pictures to put into the yearbook. So I enjoy, I would say, being involved in my school. I'm also on the student council, so being involved in clubs. I'm also in FCA, so doing stuff with other people within the school.
Now, FCA, that's Federation of Christian Athletes? Fellowship. Yeah. That's right. So, are you Christian? Can I ask that?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't get canceled for that or anything. No, okay. Is that is your whole family kind of like that, or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We go to church most Sundays.
Is that at all a part of your philosophy of running and why you work so hard? And forgive me if I'm kind of digging deep here. I'm trying to make you say something that.
I definitely could be more religious, but I definitely think about it, and definitely God has given me these abilities, and you have to give glory to him for that. But I wouldn't say it's something that I think about every single time I step onto the line to race, but it's definitely in the back of my head, and I do owe him for the abilities he's given me. What
is your diet like? You said that it's not that strict, or you at least implied that it wasn't that strict or ultra healthy. Just tell me, what do you eat before race and just in general?
Well, before the race, it's usually a deli sandwich or just turkey and then pretzels and peanut butter crackers and stuff like that. But usually when I'm leading up to a big race, I try not to have a ton of sweets, but I definitely don't have a diet. And going into junior year, and if I want to, improve my times, I definitely probably should, not to cut out all sweets by any means, but just be a little more cautious of everything that I'm consuming. But I definitely like to eat, and I like food, so I don't really watch that much of what I eat, and I think it's important you have to eat the cookie sometimes. So. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely agree with that. You start running a risk of developing an unhealthy relationship with food, especially if you're running. If you're I can't have that, that this food's evil, this is terrible. Then, you're done running one day and you still have that relationship with food. So I completely agree with you. And you know what? It must be working. Maybe you can have that cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe what it does for your mental health even is more important than what not having it would do for your physical health or whatever. Anyway, I like that a lot.